from Mexico.
Bienvenido.
Ronda habla perfecto español, ¿cierto?
No. Everyone in my family except me. I had a hard time learning to speak as a kid. So, yeah, I'm the only one that doesn't speak Spanish.
Do you have men wandering our embassy?
Tenemos al elenco de esta película, 2022, tenemos al director y a un nuevo actor. ¿Cómo están? How are you guys?
I'm pretty good, thank you.
There you are, sir. On your knees. Get out.
What do you want?
I want out of the country.
So, Mark Wahlberg is kicking ass in the big screen again. You don't feel very comfortable with this kind of movie when you're shooting, you're fighting, you're the...
Yeah, I mean, I've done it before, but I think what makes this unique and different is, you know, it's a world that you haven't seen, an organization within our government that you're not familiar with, in kind of another part of the world, and nothing better than really cool, smart, character-driven action movie that makes you think and keeps you on the edge of your seat the whole entire time. And with the twist at the end, and a shocking ending where you're thinking, oh my gosh, we've got to see more. We have to see what's going to happen next, and is Silva going to make it good?
Do you want to live in a world where everybody feels cozy and validated all the time? Or do you want to live in a world that works?
It's a different element to have eco in this kind of action because your specialty it doesn't have to be with a gun.
Right.
You are very physically. So
Hand to hand.
Yeah. How was that experience doing this mix of styles, let's say, of action?
I think that Iko, he likes doing the violence and the action. He knows how to do it. But what I think is great is he does some real acting, you know, in this film, and I think that was, you like that, right?
Yeah, I like that.
You know, and to see him, you know, when he first started, when we first met, I don't think you spoke English as well.
No, at all.
I think, yeah, we feel honored that we got to be a part of it, and we got given roles that were about strength of people, not just strength of a girl versus a boy. It's fun because these aren't the roles. You know, you have diplomacy, warfare, and then the third option, which is the black ops. And so our team is sent in to prevent things from happening, and the quiet warriors.
Yeah, and it's just incidental that they're women. You know, it's not like a big deal that like, oh, we have these powerful women in this movie. It's like, no, these people really exist. This is what we do. Yeah, a couple of them happen to be women. It's like, it's not the focus. It's an anecdote.
This is an Overwatch operation.
The goal is deliver that package to here, mile 22.
Which percent it's real and which percent is fiction?
Well, it's not based on a true story per se, but these guys actually really exist, and the woman who wrote the screenplay is very familiar with the world of CIA and these different branches of Ground Branch and Overwatch and things of that nature. So she's very informed.
Old options, military, diplomacy, they don't always succeed. Sometimes you need a third option.
You have done this kind of character when you are very beautiful, but also you have a very strong character, very strong personality, and you are the whole movie angry.
I know.
You looking
Lighten up, Alice.
you are looking for that kind of opportunities, that kind of characters, or it's just
No, it's funny
casual?
that you say that because I think about you know, with Maggie in Walking Dead, she does expel emotion actually quite a lot through that storyline, and with Mile 22, Alice isn't really permitted to, and as we see in the movie, you know, there's no sex on Sundays, there is no washing out what we do, there's no relaxing, there's no forgetting that the mission is always first. So they don't really get the chance to be themselves. I am not really like that. I'm not like that. So maybe that's why I'm drawn to the characters that are, and why it's fun in the role to do it. It's like you feel that the feeling is there and you can't express it, and that to me is like that's fun to watch, and it's fun to play, and it's just like you just kind of take it right to the edge of what it is. But no, I'm a goof. I mean, I'm definitely not like.
We got bikes stuck. Train.
Which was your most difficult challenge to making this kind of movie? In this movie,
You know, I mean, I guess the preparation coming in. So I'd say the difficult thing on a daily basis was just keeping up that energy and that intensity. Silva is a very angry, he's a no-nonsense kind of guy. So just staying on all the time, staying lit in that way, that was probably the most.
That's Overwatch. According to the government, we do not exist. We're ghosts.
Maybe a lot of people is going to say, why he do this with the hand? Why is that?
It's just a kind of tick that keeps him focused. It's just one of those things that he does. And it's kind of talks about in the beginning that little bit of pain kind of just keeps him focused, and he has endless energy. This is a guy who's lit 24/7, 7 days a week. He doesn't really sleep or anything. He is about the job. He lives it. So
you're a very well training actor, but you have now to interact with Ronda and Iko, that they are a big stars in this kind of movies, in this kind of action. How do you feel with these guys in your side?
Great. I mean, for Ronda, I thought what a great opportunity for her to show her dramatic acting skills. And with Iko, obviously he's a huge star in Asia, but to be able to introduce him to the rest of the world and show his skills not only as an action star, but also as an actor too. I mean, he's got a great performance in this movie. There's a lot going on. The game that's being played between he and I is a very interesting game of chess, and I think people will appreciate that.
This one time, 9 pounds of radioactive isotope is missing.
It's enough to make 6 major cities uninhabitable.
It was a big journey. You have to learn English.
Experience.
Experience. Yeah. How was that experience?
Great. I mean, it's brilliant. I mean, it's a compliment experience for me when I worked with those guys. I mean, like a lot of big star in it. So yeah, I learned a lot about his work and Mark as well, and Lauren, Ronda. So we touch each other. We collaborate with each other. So it's it's a compliment.
We're talking about a corrupt, low-level cop.
You're sitting here indicates he's not so low level.
Be careful. You fucking be careful.
Ronda is always a surprise because obviously you're a kick-ass woman, but also you're sexy, and you in this kind of movie you are like another layer of intelligence and that you are projecting in the role.
I love things that push me outside of my comfort zone. I love to display what I know I'm already great at, but I also love to learn new skills from scratch, just like tactical gunfighting and just like learning to be an actor. I mean, I started studying acting, like 6 years ago now. And still, I feel like I'm always a beginner and always a student and always learning so much every day. And I love that this role is much more of a surprise and not what people are expecting from me. And I hope to be able to show them that there's so much more to me than just a fighter.
Freeze frame on my pistol. Pray.
You're chaos. I think I might be worse. I am a killer who looks like a hero.
Pray.